tonight, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Friday edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Complete to Paris Campbell. Out of bounds at midfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has...
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a first down. Throwing is Bridgewater. Catch made here by Campbell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. A first down carry here for Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Bridgewater. And on the left left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's third down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it fourth down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
They'll run for the first time to Johnson. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Operating from the gun, Hastings, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future All-Pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
On first down, it's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bears first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 3, Bears nothing.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Hastings, screenplay, Johnson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Hastings pass.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They go play action here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plan's for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On first down, it's Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's tackled.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Campbell making the catch. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Johnson. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions add on to their lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Rick Zerline set to kick off.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hastings. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, Hastings. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Throwing again. Hastings. Now they go screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. To throw is Bridgewater. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Bridgewater. He gets it left side to Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
It's up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, Hastings. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Hastings, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Hastings. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. .22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards. First down, Bears.
Here's Johnson. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Number 46.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Number 16.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On first down, it's Johnson. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Complete to Herb Smith, Jr.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Running back.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Will Parks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Up 3rd and
4. Here's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Thomas. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to get going again. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. That's right. Right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Hastings. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Chicago.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hastings. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
16 yards, a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit.
At the 10-yard line.
Looking to throw. Hastings got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Bridgewater. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Bridgewater on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Back now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
And sacked.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays, and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction. All of a sudden, they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. to throw, Huntley. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lambert. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Huntley over the middle, complete. That's Lambert. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Throwing on first down, Huntley. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw on 2nd down. Huntley. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Rees. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe a flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Stick from the gun. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. 30. 10. Touchdown. Detroit. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for two. A shotgun throw for Stick. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out. Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A chance for us to look at the Lions defense again. And big play last time they were out there. Looked like they might give up points. Instead, they got the fumble recovery, and it led to a touchdown. And on their side of the field, perfect time to get that done. But you're skeptical about it happening because it appeared that a pretty good drive was occurring. They were able to stop it and take the ball and put it in the other direction. Turnover, the defense's best friend. A takeaway, the defense's best friend. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them. And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now. With a sense of urgency. No doubt. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive. It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter. Here's Huntley. And as he throws and the ball is out, it's a live football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. The kicker on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker. From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit defense, we get set to watch them go. And they had the fumble return for a touchdown, and boom, they're right back out there again. And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses in today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices, the drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways. They're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession. Paid off. Now can they do it again? A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bears.
On first down, Huntley. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
To number 88.
A big play there. 51 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On first down, it's Reese. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They'll run on first down. Reese. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, it's Reese, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brought him down. A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Here comes the Lions punter now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now the Bears down on the scoreboard, and time a huge factor. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. The play fake. Huntley. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish,